It's the unboxing. Oh, yeah. Greetings, followers. It is I, Cardinal Sin. And I got some cool stuff in the mail today. Well, it looks like it might be cool. And more importantly, I went to the Apple store and picked up a new iPhone 13 Max Pro. And I've got all kinds of goodies to unfish for that. But first, let's go ahead and wait for some folks to roll in. We have Mr. Andy Masterson here, who says, watch your mail Monday or Tuesday. Thank you. And my good friend Brian Hepburn is here. Hail. Good to see you, my friend. And I am going to just fill in a couple of little details here. Hail, Rod Thunderheart, or as he's better known, Rod Thunderheart. And let's see. We are going to go over here. And what are we doing? Hey, man, what are we doing? It's crazy, you know. So we will go ahead and just throw in a couple quick links. And I have no one to vamp for me but myself. So the first link will be to Cardinal Sin's tip jar. That's my personal PayPal link. It's 100% secure, so I don't ever see your, credit card numbers or anything like that. And if you would like to check out some cool merch, including the unboxing t-shirt, you can go to gillstore.com. So there you have that. And we've got lots of hail all around. It's hailing cats and dogs. So first, let's start out with what came in the mail. I have no idea what this is, although it does feel like a t-shirt. So I'm being very careful. And, it's in a bag. A bag in a bag. Oh, it's the new Sporting Kansas City supporters scarf. And I get a supporter scarf every year since I am a supporter. So I'll probably have to back up to show you what this one looks like. It's pretty cool. So the supporter section at the Children's Mercy Park Stadium is called the Blue Hell because we raise hell. So on this side it says, "Welcome to the Blue Hell. Welcome to the Blue Hell 2022." And then on the reverse, it says Kansas City Cauldron, and that's the name of the supporter section I know. God forbid I should ever cover up Jenny Aguter's face. So that's my supporter scarf, which is pretty cool. Now, I know it's in here, and it's a little bit mundane, but it does play into what's coming up in a moment. So, no, actually, Rod, I turned on extra lights. I've got the room lights on. I've got both of my my ring lights on. I've got the lights in the back on. I don't know what you're talking about, man. This is the brightest it's been. Except for me. Okay, anyway. Because since I moved to this new location, I have not been able to play Fallout 3 and get any experience for it. I bought a 50-foot Ethernet cable. So that will come in pretty importantly in a little bit. Now, I did upgrade from my little iPhone SE first generation to an iPhone 13 Max Pro. So it's kind of a difference. It's been a little bit. So we're going to get to some of that cool stuff in a bit. And this is something that I have been waiting for a while. Quite a while, actually. And while I'm unboxing this, I'll tell you a little story, shall I? I have a 2008 Mac Pro. And I put a graphics card in it that worked on both Apple and PC computers, and it drew so much power I had to have cables that went to the aux power inputs on the motherboard, which on Macs they call the logic board. And it was so powerful, in fact, that it blew the logic board out. It burned it out. So I ordered another one off of eBay, and I put it in. I didn't think I had the technological savvy or know-how to do so. I'm going to do this and find that there's like an easy pull tab. But I did. I took the old one out, the original one, and I put the used one in. And I was so happy that I got everything back where it was supposed to go, and that I had my computer back, because at that time, that was the computer that I was using. That I didn't get my data off of it, which is what I should have done, because all of the most recent stories in my eternally forthcoming anthology were on that machine. I was so happy to have my computer back. I just used it, and then poof, burned out that motherboard too. So I ordered another one from eBay. I guess I'm just going to have to deal with the fallout, if you'll pardon the pun. Clean up all those little packing peanuts later. And so this is the motherboard, or the logic board as they say, for that Mac Pro, which is really a lot more user configurable than the Mac Pro that I saw at the Apple Store today. And it's in really good shape. It looks beautiful, as a matter of fact. So I don't know if you can see this, but there it says what it is. And let's go ahead and pull it out of the static-free bag, which is in conflict with the scarf that I'm wearing. So I hope it doesn't blow it out. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And it's got the ports here, and your RAM slots, and PCIe slots over here, which I will just put the regular video card into. And this looks brand new. This looks like it was pulled from a like a factory brand new board, or rather a computer. So I am ecstatic to have that back. Now I can get my anthology out, and there will be nobody to blame but me. You know, because motherboards for obsolete Macs are kind of expensive. So, you know, easy to say, not so easy to do. And we'll just lay that down there. Oh, okay, then we have this box here. Yes, quite. Perhaps the YouTube gods don't favor me tonight. I'm not sure what it is. Perhaps your screen is dimming, Rod Thunderheart. Why, thank you. Welcome, Herc 130. Good to see you, my friend. Yes, quite, yes. I'm not sure what this hello Jenny nonsense is. I think you mean hello Lolita. Come here, it's time for your toenails to be painted. Come here, Lolita. In my very best James Mason, which is perhaps not as good as Doomcock's, but not bad, if I say so myself, and as James Mason, I do say so myself. So there, Herc 130. All right. Let's see what the unboxing gods have brought. Except for paper. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any ancient Egyptian air. Sorry about that. Well, I guess this is the Misfits box, because it's chock full of Misfits. Well, I don't mean the Island of Misfit Toys either. So, for instance, here we have Twilight of the Dead, and this is an actual vinyl from the Misfits. And as any good record collector knows, you must immediately remove the shrink wrap upon purchase, or it will warp the cardboard sleeve, and it's already started to do so. As you can tell, if I hold it edge on, and perhaps not. Anyway, this part is bent forward, so I'm going to have to deal with that. And let's see if there's any special wax. I just assume there's not, because colored wax doesn't sound as good. Ah, it's black. So side A is the Twilight of the Dead, and side B is Land of the Dead. Yes, quite, yes. But that's not all. Exactly. Bloody microphone. Hail, Tim's Talk. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you, sir. You, sir. You, madam. All right. Put that back there. What's next? So there was a sale on the Misfits website, and I do like a good sale. So I picked up this really groovy Misfits t-shirt, which is, as you can see, a Ouija board with Misfits stuff on it, which is pretty cool. And then I also picked up, because I wanted to, really, James Mason can buy whatever the fuck he wants. I grabbed myself some Misfits boxer shorts. How cool is that? I think that's pretty cool. And they feel very comfy. And I got another one. So I won't bother unboxing it. But that's not all. It was so cold here in Kansas that I decided I needed a new coat. And because it was on sale, I got myself a parka. And there was a freeze warning here in northeastern Kansas, in Lawrence, Kansas, which you might have heard of because of the Kansas Jayhawks, who won the NCAA National Championship 2022 in basketball. So I got this very fancy Misfits parka with the Nepalese collar. And now I don't have to safety pin anything onto the back of my coat, because it's got the Crimson Ghost right there. So I will be nice and warm. Oh, right. Let's see what's in here. Cosmic Squirrel is here. Look who's in the house, everybody. It's Cosmic Squirrel. Hail to you, my friend. And Andy Masterson, you and I need to have a little chat off air because I need to commission a special head sculpt from you. That was weird. It was like an inside-out thingamajig. So, I just showed you the Crimson Ghost, and this is an enamel pin of said Crimson Ghost. And this is one in red. And this is one in green. So that's pretty cool. And this one does have a pull tab. So we'll see what's in here. God, all this packaging makes me feel really guilty. I should call the Misfits and say, hey, Cardinal Sin here. Way too much packaging, man. It's all going into a landfill somewhere. And what about all that oil, that petroleum required to make plastic? Do you realize, Misfits, that there is a pile of plastic the size of Alaska floating around in the South Pacific? You're not helping, Misfits. Anyway, it's not very much. So, this is the Dead Alive album on CD. There's Jerry Doyle. Jerry only, I'm sorry. Jerry Doyle is another musician. Jerry only. And Eric Chupacabra Arce is on the drums. And so this is kind of our Misfits smorgasbord here. And I get the impression if I pop that CD out, yes, there's going to be, yes, quite, there's going to be a very interesting sort of piece of artwork there for you. And that's the back. So there you have it. I do like the Misfits because, after all, we are 138. Okay. Now, before we get to the Apple Store stuff, let's see what's going on in the chat. Okay. I did a little shopping, and I've already unboxed them so that it'll be easier for you to see. I have a PlayStation 3 and I have a PlayStation 4, and as I mentioned, I bought the 50-foot Ethernet cable so it'll reach the PlayStation so it can update and I can get my experience. But I also downloaded on Steam The Witcher 1, and I have purchased The Witcher 2, Assassin of Kings, and this is the enhanced edition, and it comes with a booklet and 2 game discs. So that's cool. I've never played The Witcher. Well, that's not true. I played a little bit of it on Steam yesterday, and then something came up, so I had to stop. Then this is the Game of the Year edition of The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, which has over 800 awards. I always like to get the Game of the Year edition when I get games, which isn't all that often, because, you know, they've worked out all the bugs and things like that. So this one has game disc number 1 and game disc number 2 and game disc number 3 and game disc number 4 and game disc number 5, and game disc number 6. Now, keep in mind, these are not CD-ROMs. These are DVDs, DVD-ROMs. So that's got to be a whole lot of, that's a whole lot of Witcher 3. And it says, includes all additional adventures, the expansion pack Hearts of Stone, Blood and Wine, and 16 DLCs, downloadable content. It's kind of out of focus there. I apologize. And then I've got this this wonderful, well, actually, yeah, it's kind of a card, sort of a booklet, but instructions on, you know, playing The Witcher 3, which I won't do until I have played 1 and 2. But still, I had to unbox it. You're welcome. Now, this is something I've actually been wanting to try for quite a while. This is brand new. Red Dead Redemption. For my PlayStation 3. And this comes with a really cool, even if the game sucked, which I hear it doesn't, which is why I got it, because I heard it was really cool. It's an open universe game, which means that you can go off and explore, and it comes with this really cool double-sided map, which is, you know, like, the artwork is so cool, you could frame it and buy another one to frame the other side. So here is the side 1. Bloody microphone. And this is the other side, which is the south of the border map. And I just think that's the coolest thing. So aren't you glad that I unboxed it before I came on? Because that way, first of all, we didn't have to waste time with me cutting open the plastic. And I also knew that there was a really cool map, or a couple of maps. And then there's, you know, standard disclaimers from Rockstar Games. Don't play if you have epilepsy, etc. You know, get up every hour and walk around. Blah, 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 blah. So, Red Dead Redemption, looking forward to that. I'm really not much of a gamer. I used to love games back on the Amiga and the Commodore 64. I'm kind of a one button, one joystick kind of a guy. I really enjoyed what I did play of The Witcher because it was just mouse, you know. And it's like puzzles, solve the puzzles, move forward kind of thing. I'm not a big fan of like games that you win because of how good you are at mastering the joystick or the gamepad or whatever they're called. The, you know, what do they call those things? I guess they're joysticks, and 14 buttons, or, you know, because you can use 19 fingers on the keyboard, you know, that's for the birds. I'm not into that. So let's quickly go through some other stuff that I picked up. I picked up Borderlands, which I've heard good things about. And there's the inside. I picked up Borderlands 2. which I've heard even better things about. And this is the Game of the Year edition. Ho ho! And it has 2 discs as well. So there's Borderlands 2, Game of the Year. I still can't figure out which way is which on this damn thing. Disc 2. Disc 1. Looking forward to that. And Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Anti-Gravity Pro Mayhem. And it feels like there are at least 2 discs in this one as well. But that's not all. Okay, I'm getting kind of hot now. But still, Go Sporting KC, they are playing at this moment. I picked up the PlayStation Walking Dead game, and I realized that it went far too long as a TV show. But I really enjoyed the beginning and parts of the middle, and I haven't seen the end. I did sort of lose interest around season 7. So there is the Walking Dead PlayStation 3 game. And I'm just going to kind of go through these pretty quickly. This is the Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer game. This is the only decent Fantastic Four movie I think that there was. And Mass Effect 2, which I've heard lots of good things about. And this is made by BioWare and Electronic Arts. And I picked up Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed 2. Assassin's Creed 3. And Assassin's Creed Revelations. Come on. Get back in there. Come on. Come on. It's okay. Poor little box. Anything cool in here? Manual, passport. Don't lose this card. I'm sure that's all been used. Well, this one's upside down and water stained, so that's definitely been used. And the one that started it all. And I've seen some gameplay of this on YouTube, and it looks kind of interesting. So I will be able to play all this cool stuff, but I won't let it take me away from my YouTube duties. Yeah, he said duty. Yeah. Okay, so now we will get into the Apple Store bag. As I mentioned before, I picked up the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and It's a business expense, motherfuckers. So I'm going to be able to write it off on my taxes next year. Comes with a charging cable. And what was this again? Oh yeah, that's how you take your SIM card out. So that's cool. For those of you who are late to the big show, that's what it looks like. And it's got more cameras certainly than I'm used to, and it's a clear otter box with a teal sort of a border, which I think is kind of cool. Matched the lighting at the exact moment when I held it up. And there is an adapter because I'm used to, with my old phone, having both a charging port and a headphone port, but on the new one there's just the charging port. So the adapter will allow me to charge and put in the headphone jack at the same time. And this I will unbox. And yes, I know the Echo Base Network is streaming right now. I'm sorry. I'm doing this as fast as I can, and then raid on Echo Base Network. But I just felt like I had to share. So these are AirPods, and they have noise cancellation, and they won't hurt my ears because so much packaging. Come on, guys. They are built so that you can put them in, and of course they're wireless, which is cool. You can put them in and you don't have to mash them in your ear so they don't hurt, which means I'll get to take off these ugly headphones and enjoy noise cancellation. And when I was in the Apple store and I put on the headphones that they use and turned on the noise cancellation, it was like nobody was in the store. And then I turned off the noise cancellation and I could hear everybody in the store. Being a Saturday in Kansas City, it was pretty busy. Here's the box for my Otter box. And I picked up a MagSafe battery pack. So instead of only having 28 hours of talk time or video time, as it were, I'll have even more. And I, of course, needed new, things to plug in because these are USB. This is a USB-C charger, and I only have the Lightning charger for my old one. And I picked up a MagSafe charger, one for upstairs, and one for downstairs. And you just hold it up to the iPhone and it's magnetic. It's almost trying to pull it on, and it charges wirelessly, which is awesome. So that all goes back in the box, and this is all stuff that I can write off on my taxes because I'm going to use this wonderful iPhone to shoot video for this channel. So, do we have any questions or any further comments? And is that all? Yes, we've unboxed everything, you see? Yes, James Mason here. I've unboxed everything. So, hello, Jenny. I get it. I've been wondering, because Herc130 has been saying, hello, Jenny, during just like Doomcock streams and stuff. And I'm like, what? What? So, cool Crimson Ghost stuff, cool Misfit stuff, and yes, let's all raid on Echo Base Network at this point. So thanks for being here, and as usual, I thank you for tuning into the unboxing. It's the unboxing. Oh yeah. Raid on Echo Base Network. It's Cardinal Sin out.